When the unsinkable RMS Titanic sideswiped an iceberg off the coast of Newfoundland in the extremely chilly waters of the North Atlantic Ocean during her maiden voyage at around 11:30 p.m. on the clear moonless night of April 14, 1912 after 4 days of uneventful sailing from England to the United States, it didn't take long for reality to hit that unsinkable had been an unnecessary show of pride, overstatement and exaggeration of the vessel and as well an underrating of the ocean's might. The Royal Mail ship, which was the most coveted of the time, had a strong belief in her might that she dismissed some serious warnings and reports that she received from other vessels regarding the course she had taken, especially at her high speed, since some mildly drifting icebergs had been spotted on that path. Then, doomed as her voyage was, the luxurious ship couldn't withstand the assault by the iceberg, and in just a matter of a few hours, the ocean ghosts and sea demons came calling, and she was too powerless to tell them to back off and remain afloat after being overwhelmed by the chilly waters. Nearly perpendicular and with many of her lights still aglow, she bowed to the mightier Mother Nature and dove beneath the ocean's surface at around 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912, taking with her more than 1,500 souls that were among the over 2,400 that had opted for her services in their attempt to cross the massive waters separating the two western worlds. In her downward spiral, the Titanic split into two halves and her wrecks went on different courses, settling 600 meters apart on the floor of the ocean that was 4,000 meters below the sea level. When dawn came, the RMS Carpathia, after receiving the Titanic's distress call at midnight and steaming at full speed while dodging ice floes all night and arriving 2 hours after the Queen had sunk, rounded up all of the lifeboats, and they contained only 706 survivors. This catastrophe exposed the other many flaws that the Titanic also had, as well as the mistakes that her owners, captain and crew made in preparation for that maiden voyage, with the obvious one being a lack of sufficient lifeboats to cater for its occupants in case of such an emergency. 111 years after this unfortunate incident that is still as fresh on the minds of millions of individuals around the world as if they witnessed it firsthand just yesterday, we are once again talking about another incident involving this ship that will possibly never be left to rest in peace. Over the past couple of days, the worldwide media and web has been engulfed with reports of a tourist submersible that has gone missing following an attempt to pay the Titanic a visit once again and see how she's doing on that muddy ocean floor. The OceanGate expedition's Titan submersible that was given a name that's obviously much bigger than her size, or rather reputation, and that which closely resembles the name of her great-grandmother Titanic, who is silently chilling on the seafloor, went missing after losing contact with vessels on the surface. Launched into the ocean at St. John in Newfoundland, Canada on the Sunday of June 18, 2023, with her destination set for the Titanic's resting place, the Titan submersible lost communication with the research vessel on the surface of the waters above her 2 hours into the expedition that had been scheduled to last 8 hours, and subsequently went missing. But before she was declared missing, reports have emerged that loud banging sounds were heard at 30-minute intervals from the site of where the vessel last had contact. Additionally, it was confirmed that the banging sounds were also heard during Titan's search on Tuesday, where the searching crews heard banging sounds every 30 minutes, prompting the deployment of additional sonar devices. Going by these reports, we are left with so many questions regarding what could have possibly caused the disappearance of this submersible, and I bet one theory that has come to your mind is a possible accident, or rather collision, of the Titan with marine creatures. Despite Stockton Rush, the founder of OceanGate and creator of Titan, who is coincidentally among the 5 people missing with the vessel, bragging that the Titan was invulnerable, it seems he underestimated the ocean's might, and history is repeating itself. Rush, who has decades of engineering experience and had joined the expedition to prove that his vessel is invulnerable, had said in an interview on CBS a while ago that there were a number of innovative safety features on board that make the Titan invisible, but he probably forgot that the ocean is another world that has its own rules that are based on the workings of Mother Nature.
By the time we're done testing it, I believe it's pretty much invulnerable.
And that's pretty much what they said about the Titanic.
That's right. And I will go on all the first dives, put my money where my mouth is.